Whenever you want to somehow align multiple objects or change the spacing in between them, you can choose to align or distribute them. Let's go ahead and create a couple of stars with the star tool and just put like maybe 4 or 5 stars at random locations on the artboard like so. And if you want to, you can give them a fill color. Just drag select them, give them a yellow color or whatever makes you happy. You'll notice that whenever we select multiple items, we have this align option open here. This is our align panel. I'll go ahead and deselect and you'll see that it goes away because it knows that nothing's selected to align or distribute. So the main question is, what's the difference between align objects and distribute objects? Think of it this way. Aligning objects will align them so that they're all like on a single line, for example, or they're all going straight down. Distributing objects distributes things based on the space in between those objects. So if we wanted to take a couple of soda cans and align them on this edge, we would use these tools. If we want to make sure that there was an exact amount of space in between each can, we'd use these tools. And they work based on the Align To option. As you can see, we can align objects to a selection, to something called a key object, and this is the object you click on, and I'll talk about that in a moment, and also align to the artboard, which is this guy here. So make sure you choose this one first, Align to Artboard, and let's go ahead and try one. So we're going to go to Align, and you can either use this panel if you want to, or you can go to the window menu and choose Align, whatever's easier for you. And we're going to choose to align our objects horizontal align left. You'll notice that everything snaps to the left because they're told to use the artboard as their guide. And we can also say center and right. We can also choose align vertical top, so they all go up there, center, and bottom. Now, as I said before, since we're simply aligning objects, Illustrator's not really worried about the space in between those objects. So I'm going to undo a couple times to go back to where we started. This time, we can distribute the objects. So we can distribute vertical top, and you'll see that the spacing is going to be based on the top, centered, and you notice that they moved over just a little bit. And every time I click one of these, the stars realign themselves just a tad to give the spacing a difference. We can also choose to align things based on horizontal distribute left, centered, and right. Now let me go back to the other panel and show you something else here. We have the ability to align to a selection. So we have the ability to change things based on the selection now. And the selection is all the stars that are in a group. So I'll grab them again here, align, and you'll see that whatever we click here, it will align everything based on that group. Once again, let me undo all that. And we'll talk about the key object. A key object is the first object that we click on. So we can click on this guy, for example, or this one, or any of them, and you'll see that we get a thick blue border. This object now becomes like the One Ring in Lord of the Rings. It rules them all. Precious. So now what we can do is we can align based on that object. And everything is going to look at that star and align or distribute itself according to that guy. So that is how you can use the Align panel to align objects and distribute objects, and also to choose to whom they follow, the selection, the key object, or the artboard.